Hey, already got some livers. Way to go. Yeah, Jack, tornado warning. I'm here at the church again in my basement, and I thought something fell. Turns out it was a big clap of thunder. Scared the bejeebers out of me. So, anyways, we are here and we're going to do some shooting. Jack almost got to join me tonight, but we're going to... Don't find where I set my glasses down. Oh, they fell on the ground. For some reason, when I do this outside in the pretty sun weather, I can see my screen and what people are saying, but in here, I can't see squat. Sam, Mr. Jack, Cody, hey, buddy. Good to see you. Bushwalker. All right, let's shoot something. Got to shoot something. That's why we're here. Let me put my glasses here. I have the bow sling. We're going to pull that out in a little bit, as you can see. I got a target down there. Going to be fun. Let's shoot a little long draw to get ourselves started. Sorry, I got a noisy chair sitting there. I have my long draw band set up a little bit longer than they need to be, just for the ease of learning long draw. So I probably not getting the same downstream that I get with my short draw, but we'll see. I got a chronograph now, so at some point we're going to pull that baby out, see what kind of speeds we're getting. I want to do some testing of the pink and purple from Hawk Sling Weston. Got some equal bands made up of both colors. I'm going to put them, I want to put them on two slingshots and shoot them against each other. Do a pull test and a speed test. See how they come out. Oh, I finally hit something. That big target's about to fall off. I came in tonight and had a little teeny target down there that was laying down, and there was a whole bunch of BBs in it. So I think some of the kids were shooting BBs. And I think they were shooting some BBs and left them in my target. Riley, you're a new YouTuber. How's it going? And Weston, Mr. Hawk is here. I can't say I'm a new YouTuber. One, I'm old. And two, I've had my channel for a while, but I recently just started making new content for the Slingshot community. And close to half my subscribers are slingers. So I wouldn't call myself a new-tube, but I'm a new YouTuber. But I am getting back into the process of building my channel out, which I haven't done in a long time. Oh, I got that, and I think that's a 70. How about that? Hey, Roy's here. Hate this. When I'm outside, I can see great. In here, I can't. Sorry, I'm going to move my mic because every time I put my glasses on, you're going to get an earful. So let me move this. I know it looks stupid, but it doesn't get in my way there. What kind of slingshot? Jacob, what we're having today, what I'm shooting right now, this is what was my first favorite slingshot. It's called the Scout LT2 from simpleshot. Simpleshot is a great company that sells all the stuff you need to get started. And they make really good slingshots, and this one was really good. And I eventually found some that I like better that are all metal, and they're like a pro version, and they're adjustable, and that's kind of my main slingshot. But I'm using this one to learn long draw on because I'm comfortable with it. Long draw is a more advanced way to shoot. You probably don't want to go there right away when you're just starting out, but this is from Simpleshot. It's under $50. They send you a couple sets of bands, some test ammo. If you're interested in getting into it, in the description on my live here, if you check it out, there's a link to Simpleshot. I've got an affiliate link for there, so anybody that buys anything through my link, I get a small commission. And I can pretty much tell you that when the commissions come in, they're all going to get spent at Simpleshot. So you're going to be helping the company either way. I'm doing better with the long draw. It's that pickle fork that I'm struggling with. My accuracy's getting better. I'm not to where you are, Hawk. That's going to be a while, buddy. This is my first run with the pink. No, I got some pink probably about mid-January, February, early February. I used it at the tournament, the Midwest Spring Sling. That's all I was shooting. And when I got there, I bought a bunch of rolls of pink and purple so I can test them against each other. So now I've got both. I understand the purple is better for short draw, which is still where I'm the strongest, and the pink is better for long draw. And I'm slowly learning the half butterfly. I've hit that 70 like 3-4 times in a row. Maybe I'm figuring something out. You like both? Your favorite's purple. Yes, I think I've gone through one set of bands on the purple, and it does feel like it has a little more pop. It's a little stiffer. I've got an identical set of purple and pink made up, and I am going to make a video probably in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try and film it here, where I run it through a chronograph and a pull test. And then I will know for sure how much more pop the purple has. Mr. Hicks is in the room. All right, who left a naughty message? It says, this message is held for review. Uh-oh, Hawk was using a naughty word. Come on, boys, let's be adults here. Sup, Mr. Hicks? I heard you were working on my Slingshot today, my custom order. Can't wait to see that, baby. Can't wait to see that one. I'm going to be shooting clay with that thing initially because I'm afraid to hit that frame with steel because I'm still no good at the pickle fork. Speaking of pickle forks, we're going to have to get that thing out here. I got one down here. I'm not as entertaining with hitting stuff like Josh and Andy are on their lives because I don't hit as much when I'm doing long draw. Although I got it that time. All right, let's try this pickly fork. I had a pickle for dinner, so I should be good. Yeah, I heard today you were working on that and a few others. Hey, Scorgan, good to see you in here. 12 people online, got 7 likes so far. Let's get the likes matching the online. This is the pickle fork I'm shooting right now. I got it on the free table at the Midwest Spring Sling, and it's got a little bit bigger gap than the flippin' pickle from Simpleshot that I was shooting and having a really bad time at. So I figured, what the heck? Let's put some bands on there and see how we do with it. And thank you, Josh, for the tip. Josh Hicks for the tip on the silicone tape. I have it banded up with the tape you recommended instead of the flat band material for wrapping it. And so far, I like it. All right, here's nose and nothing, folks. Don't laugh. Probably going to get a frame hit here at some point. That was bad. Forgot. I got to put these guys on. Another tip from Josh Hicks. Finger sleeves, so if you get band slap when you're shooting pickle fork and stuff, doesn't hurt as bad. And if you're like me, I'm just a little scared of this thing, so I wish I could wear armor on my hand, but plus this little wooden one for some reason just holds better than the flipping pickle does. Well, I got it in the target box. How about that? That was high. I hit the plastic somewhere down there. Whoa, I hit a target. Wasn't the one I was aiming at, though. I see some more comments. Let's see what you guys are up to. Are you behaving yourselves now? I would be generous on a natty with that tape. Yeah, I used a lot. I probably had a piece about that long to start, and I think I got 2 wraps on the first layer of the band, then I flipped it, and I think I got another 3 wraps on it, and it's holding up pretty good. And I've also got this natty that Trapper Des gave me. I got it using the tape too, and I've had no trouble when I'm shooting it. It shoots great, and the bands are just fine on there. So thank you for that tip. It is much easier than that band stuff with the little tuck under and pull tight and the friction grip. I can do it, but this is easier. Again, I got the target I wasn't shooting at. I think I'm putting too much tweak on my pouch. Problem is, if I put less, I'm afraid I'm going to hit myself or something. All right, a little less this time. Oh, that was way off. Someday, Josh, I'll be as good at you and Weston at this. That was on target, but high. That means I need to move my reference up. You guys are watching me learn. This is not what I'm good at. If you came here to see somebody smoking targets like Josh and Andy, this is the wrong live for you. This is an actual learning process. I was close that time. I did shoot this the other night. Probably got 20, 30 shots on it, and I did not hit the frame one time. Was very proud. I'm way off to the right. Most of my shots. What's that mean I'm doing wrong, Josh? You're here. You're the expert. Way off to the right. Yes, the finger sleeves. He sent me a link to Amazon for them. They were like $10. If you guys send me a private message, if you know me, if you're my friend on Facebook, shoot me a message and I'll send you the link. Otherwise, maybe Josh can post it since he's on here. They are nice. They run a little small. Just telling you. They run a little small. I should have bought one size bigger. If I push them on way past my fingertip, I'll actually start losing circulation. But the way I have them now, they're pretty comfortable. Brantley, I'm better than you. Well, that's not saying much. That's a pretty low. I don't know. I'm still learning this. This is the hardest discipline that I know of in the slingshot world, and it's one of the things I want to learn. Yeah, for a beginner, get a simple shot, and then go to the advanced stuff or the builders like Josh. You haven't got a frame hit yet. You're better than me. Give me time, my friend. Give me time, Kurt. Knife nut. I take it you make knives. Scorgan's trying to keep it clean. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, a couple more shots and we'll get the sling bow out. That was a little high and left. I know how to fix the high. The left and right thing I haven't figured out yet. That was low and right. I'm just all over the place with this thing. Right now, it's just a master of not hitting the frame and hurting myself. Whoa, I got a target, but again, not the one I was aiming at. The one to the right of what I was aiming at. That one was high. I'm trying, Scorgan. I'm trying to get after it. Oh, the knife nut. That's right. You're Dallas. How's it going, man? As I call you, the video that I interviewed Dallas at Spring Sling, and I called him my sling son because we hung out all day on Friday, and then he was a sniper on Saturday. So I called him Dallas Sling Son, the Sniper Martin. So you've got two big middle names now, Dallas. Sorry, I didn't put those pieces together. I should have known that because I watched the interview with Axum and I got your Instagram. But I'm getting old, and I forget things. So Dallas is my buddy. We're like family almost. And what was cool about Dallas winning that nobody really talked about was his parents came from Ohio to watch him that day. Yeah. I haven't hit anything I've aimed at with this pickle fork. But I'm not hitting myself. That's what matters. Oh, I finally hit it. Dude, you know what? We're parking that for now. We're calling it good. Let's see. What are you guys talking about? How much was that slingshot? Which one? This wooden one? This was free. It was on the table at the tournament for free. And I said, oh, that looks like it'll fit my hand pretty good. And it does. So I grabbed it. But you can have these custom made from people. They don't charge a ton of money because it's just a tree branch they cleaned up and smoothed out and finished. I can't give you a price on this one. This other one that I was shooting, this is under $50. I think it's either $45.99 or $49.99 on simpleshot. Really good starter. It's the one I like because I have small hands. It's 90 millimeter, and that's kind of the dimension here that I shoot because we use the tips to aim with. If you've got really big hands, it might be worth starting at 100 millimeter just because they're bigger and the hands spread out. This one just fits me better because I got small hands. So again, simpleshot, use the link in my description here of the video. And if you're going to get one, purchase from that link and I get a small commission out of it. Then all that money goes back to simpleshot. Well, all the money's going to get spent at simpleshot from any of the commissions I'm earning. All right, boys, a deadly weapon here, if I ever seen one. Let's try this thing out. I shot it a couple of times and did okay, but it's time to try it again. I took the tubes off. I know Josh Hicks has one of these, and he's got the tubes on it. I could barely pull it back with the tubes. And it has a little thing flap on here so you can grab it. I could maybe pull it back that far with the tube. So I got a set of double 0.7 25/20 taper bands, and I doubled them. So I've got 1.4 millimeters worth of bands on here. And with my pull meter at home, I'm getting about 18 pounds pull, which is what the kids get on the archery range when we do archery. So let me go grab some arrows, and we're going to give this thing a try again. I was getting close to being ready to dial that thing in. Now, where'd we put all the arrows at? Bear with me a minute. Got to find where they stashed them. Oh, I see them. Come on. Work with me here. All right, where's our cones at? I bet they're under here. Everything got put away down here because we had a traditional Passover Seder meal in the basement here last night. So everything got put away. And I don't always know where they put stuff. Anyhow, let me look one other place. If I don't see the cones, I will just lay them on a chair. I don't see them. Okay, I'm just going to lean them up against the chair here. Sorry for that. I'm sure that's riveting action. But someone brought me one of those releases because it's hard to hold it. And it was really long. I couldn't really get the full pull on it. So I bought one off of that online retailer from China. And we're going to try it. And it's a little bit shorter hold on there, so I'm hoping I can get a little bit more draw on it. The draw on this is now about 18, 19 pounds. Hey, Miss Hicks. Braden Decker said hello. Hello, Braden Decker. How you doing, man? We're going to try something really crazy. Let's see how this thing does. Okay, we're going to knock it. This is my first time using this particular grippy thing. So let's see how we do. Not very good, obviously. Quit laughing. I know you were laughing. I know you were laughing. I got in the red, kind of right on the bullseye level. I'll take that. This is not an archery video, but this is a slingshot made for archery. So I know some people have asked about the archery stuff, so I'm just giving it a whirl. We're going to see how this works. I got to get good enough with this so I can compete with the kids and smoke them. Okay, I'm straight, but I'm high. So that's good. I got the aim part down. Now I got to get the anchor part down. I knock it with the odd colored arrow up, or the odd color feather up on the arrow. Okay, so if I'm high, I'm in the red. Not terrible. At least I'm hitting something. I'm not putting lights out. This is a nasty piece of weaponry. I hear when you take the bow part off and rig it up for slingshots, it's actually a pretty decent sling. I have not done that. I've got the pieces to do it. Whoa, I was way off to the left. I'm hitting close to the center, though. That's what I was having trouble with last time. It's getting to the center. I would like to find some 1mm latex and double band it and see if I can get a little bit. I could probably pull 20, but the 30 something that it was pulling before, I'm too old and out of shape. I hit the button way before I wanted to on that one. You guys enjoying the sling bow? It's a little different, but hey, it's a slingshot. I am going to make a video about this for the YouTube channel at some point, once I dial it in and learn a little bit more about it. Okay. High, I want to anchor up here, aim down there. Okay, I'm off this way, so something's got to give that way. Okay, I'm working on it. Only going to shoot a few more arrows and we'll go back to the real things that we came to watch. I've just been wanting to try this since I got this doohickey. That's an official name. It's a doohickey. All right, before we go on, let's see if there's any new comments. Just watching The Coolest Weatherman, and I'm pretty sure he's sponsored by Nose Candy. Somebody's making chicken pasta. That sounds yummy. I had turkey cheddar hot dogs with a salad tonight. Not the greatest, but it was good. Hit that 40 millimeter. Well, we're not going to do it with this one. That's for darn sure. Hey, Kai, good evening. Not for you, or not you. I'm not saying hi to you because you're not you. All right, let's try this sling bow again. Let me get these glasses off. All right, we got 4 or 5 more shots. I messed that up. I bumped the button before I was ready. I'm trying to change where I'm aiming, and I'm not paying attention. Okay, I'm way left. Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm hitting fairly close on the bullseye level, just consistently off to the left. That was closer. I'm back in the red. 2 more. Let's try something else. I need to come down here and just practice with it off camera, because I'm sure this isn't the most exciting. Who likes archery? Okay, here we go. Let me get where you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, actually, I'm starting to aim right up here. And it's coming very close. Okay, last arrow and we'll shoot a real slingshot. Not that this isn't a real slingshot. It's just kind of different and yet very fun. Whoa, that one was way low. All right. That's the bow sling in the release mechanism. All right, let's see what else is going on. I'll pull out the real machinery now. You're super interested in the sling bow. It is really cool. If you're very strong and you want to use those tubes that come with it, it's got some punch, man. But if I pulled it back very many times, I would be hurting. I did hear Nathan Masters at the Spring Sling mentioning to somebody they're redesigning the sling bow or the hammer bow setup. So unless you got a real desire to have one now, maybe hang loose, because I heard there's a redesign, a second generation coming out that may be a little cooler. Don't know. That's just what I heard, over listening to somebody else's conversation. I'm going to end up getting affiliate pay from you. That's the plan, man. That's why I did it. I do indeed love simpleshot. Almost everything I shoot, except for this thing, these two are simpleshot. And these are just for fun. Well, this is to learn. And then I'm going to be shooting a Josh Hicks piston gapper once I learn it. But almost everything else I have is simpleshot. I'm not a fan of their latex. They make great latex. Don't get me wrong. I like the latex. But as I've told people on my lives before, just something about my eyes and the way I am, when you have to aim down the thing and line the bands up, the black just disappears on me. But the colors I can see. So if they would make simpleshot latex in colors, I would buy more latex. I did buy some 1632 tubes for learning speed shooting. And I brought that machine, but I don't think I'll do it on air because it's pretty embarrassing. I'm still not that good at it. I think the release mechanism messes up your aim and needs highly skilled. Same with a gun trigger. You can pull to the sides when pulling it. Yeah, this is all new to me. I teach the archery here in the archery club, but I'm not that good at it. I know the safety. I know the fundamentals. I can get a kid started and make sure they don't hurt themselves. But I'm not in archery. I'm not been someone into archery. So me learning this is just like me learning the regular bow. So With time, as I get more comfortable with it, I got to learn that when I'm pulling back, don't rest my hand on the release. I'm putting my thumb under it, and then when I'm ready to shoot, I come up over it. That's what I've got to learn to do. So I'm not a marksman that shoots good at anything they get their hands on. I just really started learning to shoot stuff a couple years ago, and Slingshot's about a year and a half. So I will get it. I know it's going to take time. Simpleshot's making the forks wider on the new hammer sling bow. At least that's what I heard. That might be what I was hearing too. Man, that's going to make, those things are going to be huge. They're already like 110 millimeters. If only you knew someone that sold pink latex. That was held for review, Scorgan. I guess latex and pink set off the bots. That's pretty funny. I like a pointer finger release that straps to your wrist. That's what I was using the other night. My pastor has one because he's a bow hunter. He loaned me his for the night, but the release part was really long and I couldn't get the pull all the way back that I wanted. And I saw this one was much shorter and I could get the pull back. 6 of one, half dozen of another. I may still buy me one of those. They're not super expensive. But I'm still in this learning process. It's not like I'm going to go to competition with this thing and I'm not going to go hunting with it. It's just kind of a novelty, fun thing. And if I can get decent at it, I want to be able to compete with the kids in archery when they do their tournament work. Good luck. I'd like to grab a beer with you, but you live in Europe. That'd be kind of hard because I ain't going anywhere. How's it going, Damon? Damon EX? For me, it'd have to be a root beer because I don't drink, but I get what you're saying. There's a lot of people in this community, the Slingshot community, if you're new to it, that are just cool people. So if you ever get to hang out with them, they're a lot of fun. So I've got my real, well, they're all real Slingshots. I got the ones that I can shoot better out now. I shoot much better with short draw. Shoot much better with short draw. All right, now we're going for that 40. Now I have a fighting chance of hitting it. Oh, I almost scraped the bottom of it. I was so close. This is the purple. I'd compare it to the pink on my other one, but the pink is pretty stretched out, and this is brand new. I just put it on tonight before I came. Oh, there was the 40. All right, let's see if we can go all the way across the thing. I hammered that 40. Ah, missed it. Cut your band short for the arrow and use a wrist release, and I bet your accuracy will jump drastically. That's an idea. I may ask him to bring his wrist release and cut maybe a ½ inch off of those bands and remount them. That should make up the difference, and I should get the same amount of pull and poop out my bump, kick out of it, whatever, speed, that stuff. I might have to try that. I'm going to try this way for a little bit, see if I can get used to it. I'll try his. I'll do some experiment. I got a ways to go, but I am going to make a video about that. But ooh, got the 40 again. Now let's try and walk it around. Thanks for the tips, Brush. I appreciate it. You've given me ideas and stuff to think about. Oh, Slingshot some beer cans. Yes, I actually have a can. We're going to cut it here in a little bit. Yes, I would like that. Woo, I hit the 50. Yeah, I don't travel much anymore except down to Florida to see my family. I have traveled a lot in my life. My dad worked for the airlines when I was a kid, so we used to fly all over the world on vacations. I've been from the Fiji Islands to the west, all the way to Ghana, West Africa, the other direction. And I've been as far south as Colombia. Hawaii twice. I flew a lot when I was a kid. I consider myself very fortunate for those experiences. Oh, and on the way to Africa, we did stop in Rome for a day. So we got to ride the bus around and see some of the sights. And I think we slept in a hostel and had some real Italian pizza and pasta. It was so good. But that was a long time ago. I was in like 6th grade, which is like ancient history. CG Slings, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? Wow, lots of people commenting tonight. Appreciate it. Shadow Attack. Scorgan's always here raising trouble with everything. How's my gapper looking, Josh? He's building me one too. I'm going to get a piston gapper. Am I a Vietnam vet? No, I am not. I am not a veteran. I never was in the armed forces. Back in 1980s, when I first got married, I was in a job, or I was in school to be an airplane mechanic. And when I got laid off and couldn't afford school, I tried to join the Air Force so I could get my mechanic's license for free. But my wife didn't want me traveling all over the world without her and being gone a lot. So that never happened. So no, I'm not a veteran. My dad was in the National Guard. So I have veterans in my family. His dad, my grandpa, he was born in 1895. He was in World War I. He was a messenger boy on a motorcycle. He used to ride the motorcycle to the front lines at night with the lights off, delivering messages, paper messages to the generals on the front line. So it was some fun stories he had. Need to make some of us usuals as a moderator. Okay, Brush, you want to be a moderator? Let me see if I can figure out how to do it. Add as moderator. Okay, Brush, you're a moderator. You asked for it. Hope you don't mind. I'm in my 20s and traveled some European countries. I look like a great man. Don't take it offensive. Why would I take that offensive? I appreciate that. That makes me feel good that somebody looks up to their elders. That means the world to me. Not that I'm considered an elder, although at my church here I am an elder. But I work in the boys ministry here, and we call it a mentoring program for boys. And that's basically what we are, is we're giving them the experiences that we've gained within our lives, hoping to help them make good decisions. So I don't take any offense to that, and that's actually a great compliment. Thank you, Mr. Damon. I don't want to say your name's Demon because that just don't sound right. Turtle's here too. What up, everybody from Wesley? Philip's first mod, I've got the power. With great power comes great responsibility, Brush. So be careful what you do. If all of a sudden my comments dry up, then I'll know Brush is taking his responsibility a little too far because he's just kicking everybody out. Brush, were you at the tournament? Do I know you by name? Have I shook your hand and hung out with you? I forget some of the names of people I met there. If I didn't sit and talk to you a long time, I forget who you are. Don't let the shield go to your head. You're still young and in shape, man. I wish. My ex was really bad. Yeah. Saw you weren't at the tournament. You're just a good guy. I appreciate that. I thank you for saying I look like I'm in shape. If you look at me this way, it doesn't look quite as I'm in shape. Before COVID, my wife and I were gym rats. And over COVID, we kind of became not gym rats. And it shows. plus some other things that I have health-wise. You can kind of see it. There's a bump right here. Whoop, whoop. I had my gallbladder taken out during COVID, and in the healing process, I ended up with a incisional hernia on my stomach. So I got this little bulge that gets in my way sometime, but I try and do pretty good for my age. And I try and be active and do some stuff. If you're wondering how old I am, I tell people I'm 46 and dyslexic. You can figure it out from there. Oh, I smacked that frog. Woo-hoo. Got a little green frog down there. It's me, thank you. My wife thinks I look great too. Did you cut my frame out today too, Josh? You cut his out? That's just beer belly. Well, it's not beer belly because I don't drink. That's honest work there, buddy. That's honest effort. All right, let's go hang a can and shoot the crap out of it, shall we? Got a sparkling water can in pretty blue. Let's go beat it because I just love the sound of it when we're smacking it. Let's see if I can get this in where it won't come out. There we go. One of these days I'll get some of them binder clip things to hold the can up. All right, I'm going to zoom this thing in a little bit so you guys can see the can when we beat the crud out of it. There, you should be able to see it in the upper left. A little bit better. Hanging right there. No, I'm not doing, long draws here. You're glad you're not that, Roy, just be nice, man. What are we shooting? This is my favorite, Wesley. Axiom X from Simpleshot. Love it. The red is hard to find, and mine is extra special because it's got patina. I call that. That's where I filed it down from frame hits when I was trying to do stupid things that I shouldn't be doing. And I love it. And I have a black one as well that I got used from somebody on the internet for a good price. It's set up exactly the same. And when I was at the tournament, I was able to swap them out if the bands went bad. So if you like them, use my link to go to Simpleshot and spend some money. And I'm an affiliate brand ambassador. I'm very excited about that because I do love Simpleshot. And you can tell on this Axiom how much it's been used because those screws came in and they were black. And they're kind of not black anymore. So this is my daily. This is the thing that I shoot the best and most. This is what I shot the whole tournament with. Cans are the best targets. They're not the greatest for making you super accurate, but they are the most fun. All right, here we go. I'm not going to count how many hits it takes. Usually about 15 hits is what it takes me to cut a can. A couple of weeks ago, I did it, and I must have had the perfect shot because on the 9th shot, I cut it. And I'm going to do on my YouTube channel, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I got Slingshot slow-mo series, and I'm going to actually cut a can, and then when we cut it, we're going to make that part slow motion. So it should be kind of cool. All right, here we go. I have a microphone down there on the target on one of the hand straps, so you guys can probably hear the smacks really good. 64 years young, or 46. I think I misheard. I tell people I'm 46 and dyslexic. That means the numbers are backwards. So yeah, I'm 64. They're not that expensive because a lot of people drink pop. I don't. My source is I go around the trash cans here at church and get them out of the trash. Or when I'm at work, we have seminars and they have pop out all the time. A lot of times I'll go through the recycle bins and grab 3 or 4 of them and bring them home. So I don't pay anything for them. Oh, I put a big old hole in the bottom that time. Your precious antique cans. Well, these aren't antique. What's the ammo, Alley Post? I'm using 8mm steel ammo. A lot of people like the bigger 9.5mm, which is 7/16. I believe this is 5/16 in American words. It's just what I like. I don't have to have as big a band to have as much fun with it because it's a lighter ammo, so I have an easier draw, and it's more about the comfort for me. So I like my 8mm. Oh, got the edge on that one. Does the sound of the hits come through good on that from that microphone down there? I bet it does. Oh, I missed. It was swinging. I'm blaming it on that because it was moving. Got to work on that. One thing I wanted to try at the tournament that I didn't get to is shooting a can or a bottle out of the air. I was so busy doing other stuff. Oh, I gashed it that time. I bet it does sound cool down there. You got to catch it. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Used to play with slingshots when I was a kid and then moved to airsoft pistols. I was really good at it with airsoft. Andy, how's it going? A lot of people shoot airsoft pellets or airsoft bullets with really small bands on the slingshot when they're starting. I'm cutting a can, Andy. I'm killing it. It was swinging and I still hit it that time. I can't blame that one. Wow, 24 on and 24 likes. We are killing it. Oh, I'm getting it good. All right. Raise your hand. Who is not subscribed to my YouTube channel? If you're not, get out there and mash that button. A couple of weeks ago, Andy, that just logged in, Mr. Championship Andy Lowe, we had almost the exact number of subscribers on our channel. And Andy's been doing these lives every day, and he's way up over 900 now. I'm almost to 800. He's taken the lead. I don't know if I can catch up with him because I can't do lives every day like Andy does. And I don't have a trophy on my shelf from winning a tournament like Andy did. But I'm trying to get to that magical 1,000 mark, and I'm going to have a giveaway when I hit 1,000. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it yet. I don't want to go through all my subscribers and do a random pick because half my subscribers are from my other hobby of RC planes. And they don't watch much of my content, even when I make RC plane videos. Oh, it's barely hanging. So I'm probably going to have a thing where you have to leave a comment with your name so I know who you are. Or send me a message and I'll leave an email up there. And then we'll do the whole random thing from everybody that enters. It's probably what I'll do. It'll just be easier. All right. It's barely hanging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot at the bottom part of the can that's hanging down, hoping that force will rip it out. We'll see. That worked. Down she blows. All right. Let me go get my can. Must be present. All right, let's get the can off here. I saw another can in the trash, so we can do this again in a minute if we want. That one we did pretty good. I bet that was probably 12, maybe 13 hits total, which is pretty good. I think I had 2 misses. There it is. Let me go throw it away. Since I'm feeling confident and cocky, this will probably be my demise here. Let's split a playing card. Doop, doop, doop. I got my simple shot playing cards. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, upside down. Ding, ding. Got a clamp. I'm going to go stick that in the target and see how long it takes us to hit it. Greetings from Serbia, Ivan Midicic. I'm sure I massacred that name, but thanks for watching, man. I had somebody from Holland, Germany, England, and then Europe tonight. So we get an international audience. If you ever shot slingshots before, Ivan, we like them. We have a fun community here. Over there in Europe, they call them catapults. Yes, they are thicker than regular cards, so they take a little bit more to cut. I don't try and cut it. I just want to put a split. If I can put a split in it where it's half torn, I consider that a cut. I used to practice with toothpicks. I've tried to light a match, and I can't light the match, but I am able to break the match. All right, let's go put it on the target. I've been shooting okay. Got to make sure I don't skewer myself on all these arrows. All right, it's right in front. I'm going to put it in front of the frog. If I'm missing, the frog swings around, it's going to hit it. Okay, it's just as you're seeing it, just to the right of the frog, to my left. Let's see if I can zoom in a little better so you can see it. Okay, so the playing card is right there. You were shooting at 4 meters. You know, when you're first starting out, short like that is not the worst thing because you can get on target quick and build confidence. And then as you get good at that range, you start backing up. I started probably at 6 or 7 meters. 10 meters is a competition range. That's what I'm shooting at here. If we go to competition, the main targets are always 10 meters. So that's what I'm shooting at, but there's no reason you can't shoot shorter. I had a small range set up in my basement that was only 23 feet, which is like about 7 meters, somewhere in that ballpark. And I just used smaller targets and learned that way. So there's nothing wrong with shorter. 10 meters can't even see the target. Yeah, when you're trying to hit a playing card, you just kind of got to know where it's at. I can kind of see the profile. There's a blue shirt right behind it. So here we go. That was pretty close. That was pretty close. Just to the left. Am I going to ECST from Josh? No. I would like to, but I'm kind of a one tournament a year guy, and for me to go there would be a 9.5-hour drive, and I hate driving. Luckily, when I came there, 6 hours is my limit. My friend was driving. Plus, I did, full disclosure, I looked at my work calendar when the ECST is, and I've got a lot of programs that I have to record and film and webcast. So can't get off, doesn't fit my schedule. The spring one fits my schedule really well. I'd love to go down to the ones in October down in Indiana, but that's the time of the year we can only get off for family emergencies. From September to January is when our busy time is. And then May is a sort of busy time. I got off in September last year, but that was only because my mom passed away. So they didn't have a choice on that one. I'm so close. For those of you that don't know, I work for a state bar association for lawyers, and I record their continuing education. Oh, I think I hit the top of it. I video. I do live production, cameras and audio and switcher and the whole shooting match. I'm a little bit of a nerd. And their reporting period is January 30th, 31st. They don't have their credits in for their 2-year term. They go on the naughty list. And then if you're on the naughty list, you have until June 1st to get caught up, or you will lose your license to practice. And so end of April and May is another small, busy stretch. So someday when I retire, 4 or 5 years from now, then I hope to make a couple. If I was coming to spend a week, if I'm going to drive that far, I don't want to drive that far to be there for 2 days and come home. I want to spend time, unwind, relax. I'm not focusing because I'm not hitting my card. Might have to quit on that card. Nah, we won't quit on that card. We're going to hit it. I'm left. A little too much compensation. Maybe I shouldn't have put that playing card out there and embarrassed myself. I hit the clamp that it was on and turned it a little bit. 14-hour live streaming. Unlike when Wes was here, I'm going to pick him up, Wes. It's going to be a party all the way there. I'll bet you guys will have some fun. No drinking and driving. Behave yourself. I know that East Coast is the tournament to go to because that is like one big family party. I see the videos. I've seen the highlights of it. All right, let me go straighten it out. I'm a little off down there. All right, we'll take a couple more shots at it, and then we'll try and hit hittable targets. Usually I'm pretty good at playing cards, but I'm not always live on the air either. Oh, that was very close. First time I did this on a YouTube live, I had Andy Lowe on, and he said, shoot the card. I hit it on the first shot. It was awesome. Oh, I missed it by that much. That was very close. Man, I am all over everything but the card right now. I flinched on that one. Come on, Philip. You can do this. Oh, I can't get any closer without hitting it. I'm like right on it. If you just heard a thunder, that's because we're having bad storms here. Good old spring storms in Wisconsin. They can get pretty rip-roaring crazy. But I'm already in a basement. Oh, I am like millimeters from hitting it. Couple more shots and I'm going to give up. I think I just nipped the inside of it. Man, I am all over except on it. I give up. For now, I'm giving up. I'm going to leave it down there. I'm assuming glasses are up close reading. Yes. I'm, old enough that I need these things. I have worn safety glasses some. I had a nice pair at the tournament that I used at the practice range because there were lots of bounce backs. And then when I went out to fly the plane to let you guys shoot at it, I lost them. I just haven't replaced them yet. I believe card cut is imminent. Yeah, well, it's going to take a little break on that one. I tend to use my bands more than my fork tip when cutting a card. I point my bands right at it. I can't quit. Okay, I won't quit. I use my thumb and pointer finger, both hands. One more shot. Take your time. If you tried screaming. Have a good evening, Kai. Thanks for coming by. Have I tried screaming? No, but we used to have a church softball team here, and we had a lady that played, and she was actually pretty decent for her age. But every time she swung the bat, she let out a grunt, and it was hilarious. But she could hit the ball. Okay, so Josh said to look down the bands and not the frame. All right, we're going to try that. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to take a few more shots. Let's see if it works, Josh. Thanks for that tip. Let's see how it goes. That was on target, just a little high. Maybe that's the trick. You guys encourage me not to give up. Usually I can get it in 10 or 15 shots, but I got the frog right next to it. Hit the frog again. So I'm basically, Josh, lining the bands up with the card and making the card disappear behind them. If I'm doing it wrong, tell me. Does seem pretty close. Just got to get the up and down. Pressure now. You guys said I can do it, so I can't give up. I am so close. I'm still trying that, Josh. I'm trying it. I was shaky on that one. Yeah, I'm starting to wander off again. Oh, I think I got the top. Let me go see. Nope. I think it scraped the edge of it, made it bounce. We'll try a couple more shots with Josh's technique and see how I do. That one was way off. Having trouble holding my left hand still, my hold hand. Oh, I'm so close. So close. Can't even hit the black box, so that's something. Well, takes practice, man. Takes practice. Time zones make it tough. There's a trick on shooting games like holding your breath for steadier aim. I don't know if it will work in real life slingshot. It does. That's one of the things we teach the kids in archery. For some reason, when I try it, I don't know. Let's give that a whirl. Okay, I'm going to aim with the bands, and I'm going to take a breath. I take the breath and hold it. I'm afraid when I let my breath out, I'm going to move. Got the frog. I can hit the frog all day. All right, we're about to go on to something else. I'm starting to get farther away now. I'm done with that. Thanks for the encouragement, folks. We're just going to shoot something else now. Reset and shoot your normal target and then come back to the card. Release on the exhale. I try, but I'm always moving. Hold the breath in and release after shooting. All right, here we go. Andy, I'm going to exhale and I'm going to release while I'm exhaling. Because Andy knows what he's doing. Not that nobody else does, but you got this, Philip. I know Andy knows I can do this. He saw me do it in one shot. I was way off. You guys keep telling me to keep going, and it's like I'm ready to give up. That breathing thing gets me. Oh, did I get it? Looked like it, but I don't think I cut anything, but sure sounded like it. Nope. All right, we're going to shoot something else, and we'll come back to it as somebody else suggested. Let's get some confidence back. Then we'll try some of those techniques again. You're releasing your breath and the slingshot same time moving. That's what I was experiencing. So, all right, I'm just going to shoot regular targets. Actually, I'm going to take a break for a minute. I'm going to do long draw. I saw Andy today on his live when he was shooting long draw. He had a slingshot with the bands were a little too short. That thing was ripping. Man, when he let that thing go, I would not want to have been on the business end of that. He had some speed on that sucker. It was crazy. All right, what are we shooting at? I know my bands are way too long. I could do full draw on this. I think the bands are long enough. Youch! Holy smokes. Almost put a hole through the back of my target. That had some zip to it. I'm not doing that. It's too much. That one big target on the bottom row is just barely hanging. It's one of them microfiber targets. And a couple more good hits, it's coming down. I need to get some new targets for down there. Whoop. A 9mm snuck in my bag. Let's shoot that baby. Nine millimeter snuck in. Oh, I got it. Still hanging, but only by a thread. Got the card long draw. You got it. Turtle, I like your confidence and encouragement. Thank you, man. You know what? I'm going to aim at it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Thanks for hanging on, Turtle. It was nice meeting you at the tournament. You had a long stinking drive. I don't know how you did it, man. Watch me hit it first time. Well, it was high, but it was on target. Still working on the reference point for long draw. That was close. If I hit it with long draw, it'll make me very happy. That was as close as I was getting with the short draw. Maybe the longer bands is easier to aim. I don't know. That was right straight, but it was high. Let's keep that up, Philip, and bring her down. I hit the foam on the front of the target that time. I like it when Andy does his live videos with his long draw, his full butterfly, because literally when he pulls it back, the ammo is like right here. It just looks so cool because it's like the whole point of view thing. It's like right in your face. You still on, Andy? I'm off tomorrow. Maybe we could do a live in the afternoon. I don't know what my plans are for tomorrow. I know what my plans are for Good Friday night because we have a service, but I think I'm shooting high. I'm doing this because you told me to, Turtle. See how well I'm doing? Still high. I may have to go put another can up. Cans are just too much fun. Maybe I should try cutting a can with long draw. I've never done that. That was pretty close. You keep encouraging me to hit this card, and I'm just making the most boring entertainment known to mankind. Well, we still got, what, 13 on 32 likes. That means somebody likes me. Like I've told people already, raise your hand if you haven't subscribed to my channel. If you haven't, go and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to catch up to Andy. He's gaining like 50 followers a day. I fork hit and I put long draw on the back burner. Cody, when I first started trying this last summer, that was the same thing for me. Fork hits, you can see some of them on here because I was using clay. And I just gave up and said, screw it. And then when tournament time came along, I focused completely on the short draw and said, I'm going to master this and get good so I can compete. And then when I'm at the tournament, I'm going to get some hints and tips from the long drawers. And I can honestly say I'm not getting kissed with this one, and I'm not getting frame hits on the long draw with the pickle fork. It's still a toss-up, but it just takes time. Like I think Weston said when he was first learning long draw with a pickle fork, everything was going everywhere, and he went out in the woods and just did it until he didn't hit himself anymore. I think I'm the youngest here, like a yeah. I have an old beater I'm going to use to learn long draw. That's a good idea. It's a good idea. So you checked Andy's channel out. Did you check mine? Come on. I'm trying to get to that magic 1,000. When I got here, I think I was on 787 or 788. When I hit 1,000, I'm going to have a giveaway, $50 gift card to SimpleShot. Or if you're an RC person, because that's my other hobby, to a hobby shop of your choice, as long as I can order it online. If you need to order stuff from SimpleShot, use the link in my description. Be much appreciated. with the commissions that I get, I'm the new affiliate. First thing I'm going to buy is a simpleshot hat for my live streams. And then there's a couple other things I got my eyes on. Which I very well may just buy anyway, but yes, if you need sling stuff, use my link. Turtle, I'm still not hitting it, even with the long draw. I'm just as close as I was with the short draw. Oh, I hit the clamp. Once you get the feel of long draw, it's hard to go back. Yes, I know that once I master it and I can shoot it as good as short draw, I will probably do that for most everything, for the simple fact I'm just as good at it and it looks way cooler. When people see you shooting that way, they're like, dude, that's awesome. But short draw would be really good for speed stuff. So I'm not going to ever give up on the short draw. I don't know nothing about slingshot tournaments. I just randomly ended up here. But is it legal to use any slingshot model? I have thought of making a custom 3D printed model for more commodity. At the slingshot tournaments, Andy knows the rules better than I do because somebody asked him this question today on his live. There are certain things you can't use. I think you're not allowed to use a wrist rocket, the ones with the brace, and ones over a certain diameter fork width. And what else was it? There's just a few simple rules. And yes, 3D printing. There's actually a couple of companies making custom slingshots, and they're 3D printing them. Just you'll probably want to use a lot of infill on it for strength. I got the frog long draw. Yes, there are people using 3D printers to print slingshots. That is very much a viable way to create your own custom. And some of the folks doing it are creating some really funky looking frames that are very ergonomic and different. I'm just kind of stuck in these kind. Grip mobility, yes, there are some that are offset where the hold is higher up, so it kind of fits your hand better, and they got cutouts for all of your fingers, stuff like that. There are some pretty cool ones out there. No magnetic pouch, that's what I was forgetting. The width is something crazy, like way over 100 millimeters. Yeah, I knew there was one I was forgetting, the magnet pouch. So there's the rules are pretty loose what you can use, but there are a few guidelines. Thanks for clarifying that, Hawk. Much appreciated. Did get a little scrape there. See right there? I think that's where I got a kiss the other day on my long draw. Don't get very many anymore. I'm not as scared of as I used to be. Oh, that big one is just hanging by a thread. Can't be much of it left. A lot of talk about age tonight, but it's very complimentary. I'm in it as 3D models for better hand comfort, like with finger deep shapes. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, Demon. There was a gentleman, the original OG, the GOAT of slingshots, Billy Hayes, was at our tournament that we had recently a couple weeks ago. And he was out of the slingshot world for a couple of years with health issues, and he's back. And he's an amazing shooter. He has some slingshots. He pulled a bucket of them out, and one of my friends, Roy, was standing there talking to him. He goes, "Here, take it." And he gave him this custom 3D slingshot that literally you put your hand on it and it just slipped down into your hand and your hand disappeared in it. And he let me hold it. My friend Roy did. It's like, dude, I would shoot this in a heartbeat. It just, when you put your hand around it, it was weird looking to the extent of almost being ugly. but it felt really good. And I've heard of people on an online Slingshot forum, not Facebook. There's some kind of a clay plastic something that you get that you can put around your handle, and then you squeeze it and grip it. And then when it dries, it's got a hardened custom fit to your hand. So that is not out of the question. And if it fits your hand and it's comfortable, it is totally legal, and it might help you shoot better. So don't write that off. You getting snow today? No, CG, but I'm getting a lot of rain. In fact, since I've been here, I think it's thundered 3 times. Before I came on, I was in the little boys' room doing some business, and I'm sitting here, and I just got here, and all of a sudden it sounded like something was crashing down here, and I realized it was thunder. So we're getting a lot of thunder and rain. We've had rain all day. I bet we probably got at least 3/4 of an inch. But it was 50 degrees when I came, so we're not getting snow. We're not that far north. I'm in Wisconsin, but I'm in the southern part, about an hour north of the Illinois border. So we're not super far up north. We're far enough north that we do get some snow. That big storm that hit a couple weeks ago, I think we got like 10 inches. And then I went to the tournament, came home, and it was all gone. And it's like, yes. I'm in Canada land, but you're north of me. Wow. Nothing wrong with getting older. I agree. I used to laugh because when my dad was in his 40s, he would talk about the aches and pains and groans. It's like, Dad, you're only 40. And then I hit 40. And I remember right almost exactly at 40 is when I had to get reading glasses. And my dad used to have a saying, growing old is not for the faint of heart, or growing old is not for wimps. And I get it. I've had some back issues in my past, so my back hurts a lot, gets tight. Being a little overweight doesn't help. So a couple weeks ago with our boys here at the church, they were doing their BB gun merit. And one of the groups that was shooting, because we could only shoot 4 at a time, didn't have 4 shooters. I said, can I shoot with them and see how I do? And they said, sure. And then they told us, oh, we're doing prone position tonight. And everybody's watching. They'll just watch me get down on the floor and then try and get up. I said, I might need help. The old lever doesn't work the way it used to. Pretty much downward dog to get up. It was pretty funny. And it actually was not comfortable laying down. And of course, they all shot way better than I did, because I wasn't used to the gun yet. That's my excuse. I'm trying to tear that old target off of there. You talking about us, old man? Uncle Larry? Yeah, they're talking about us. But it's okay, Uncle Larry, because they're doing it, especially this demon guy, Demon X. He's actually very complimentary of us elders and the life experiences we bring. And so it's all good, Uncle Larry. No reason to be upset about it. I could tell you guys a story of what happened to me because of my age at the tournament, but I won't. I could also, so one day I'll tell you why my back is all messed up too. Most of you guys are too young to even know the situation around it. I'm trying to hit that big spinner and just knock it off. I hit it. I could hit that playing card down there now because it's turned sideways. That's like easy pickings. Thanks to Hawk Weston, I am getting much, much more comfortable with this long draw thing. So between him and Josh Hicks, I owe a lot of gratitude and thanks because you guys really did help me at the tournament. I learned you didn't spend a lot of time with me, but you told me enough to give me the confidence to push on. And a couple little tips really helped. One of them, when I tie my bands for long draw now, you can't really see it. I use what they call the trifold on there, where instead of just folding it over once, you kind of curl it over. And it just makes the bands lay down better when you're doing long draw. For short draw, I still do the bifold. But I've got this band, I just grab it, and the little V is to the outside. So when I pull it back, you can see it makes a nice straight line and easy to shoot. And that's one of the tips they gave me. I'm not near as accurate, but I'm getting much, much better. When I practice at home, when I'm practicing now, I'm shooting long draw more than I'm shooting short. Come on, you dumb target, go down. Oh, we're 7:30. I probably should start wrapping this up fairly soon. I knew what I was doing wrong on that one. I knew that was going to be off. Oh, I spun it good. It's instead of hanging this way now, it's hanging this way. It's just barely hanging. I'm almost 44. That means you're like 44 dyslexic. Because like I'm 46 but dyslexic. Don't hit me. If you knew Uncle Larry Demon, he is not going to hit you. He is the kindest, nicest man. And you know what? If you hung out with him, you could call him Uncle Larry, and it would be a compliment to him, and he would embrace it completely. Uncle Larry's a cool dude. We had a couple good talks at the tournament, and I appreciated those times with him. So. One cool thing about the Slingshot deal, as opposed to my other hobby of RC airplanes, most of the people in RC airplanes are a bunch of retired old guys. Because they're the ones that have the time and the disposable income. Slingshots, you get a complete stretch of the ages. Got a lot of younger Gen Zs and millennials. You got a lot of Gen Xs. You got boomers. You got little kids. In the RC hobby, we get kids, and then as soon as they get interested in driving and girls, they disappear. And then along about 50, 55, they come back. I think I got into RC in my mid-40s because I do video and I wanted to carry a camera before drones came out. So I got in it just to learn to fly so I could carry a camera and do aerial video that nobody else in the state was doing. And then it kind of grew from there. Now I have like 20 planes. I think my time is starting to wind down, boys. Hit the big target, Philip. If it was flat, I would have hit it. Oh, I nipped it. I've shot a lot of shots. I bet I've done 300 shots. Oh, I hit it again. Whoop, whoop. Later, Scorgan. Thanks for stopping by. Dinner bell's ringing. Have a good evening. Have a good dinner. Don't overeat, because that's what I tend to do, because it makes me sick. But it's so good. Ooh, I hit that good. All right, let's shoot at something else. Let's shoot at the 60 on top. All right, here's what I'm going to do. going to go put the playing card back, take a couple more shots at it, see if we can hit it and call it a night. I'll be right back. There's a lot of ammo down here. There's a lot on the floor, too. All right. I'm going to get my dead eye one out, my good one. All right, this is our last few shots at this playing card. Can we get it? Oh, I thought I had it. I am all over that thing. All over it. Oh, I hit the clamp. Hit it on the bottom. Aim for the frog and you will hit the card. Ah, that might be true. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, Demon. Because I hit the clamp and moved it. I'm going to set it right between the frog's legs. There. If I hit it, I'm going to also make that frog talk high. And it gives me a little bit more something to aim at. See if that works. I can't hardly see the card now, but I know exactly where it's at. Got the frog, but I don't think I got the card. Means I hit him on the side. I might have. Let's take a couple more shots and then we'll go look. Well, I moved the clamp again. All right, I'm going to straighten it one more time. We're going to make one more effort at it. Oh, I did get it. Demon, your idea was perfect. You're awesome. Thank you, man. Thanks for the encouragement tonight. You really made my night, and we did get it. See there? When we hit that frog, we got the card. Yes. And it was because of your idea. You could barely just like see not even that much of the card when it was down there. But we got it. Thanks, Demon. It took me all night, but we did it. And I'm racking that one up to your advice. Put it in front of the frog. And then when you hit the frog, you get the card. So I'm going to shoot that big target a couple more times. See if I can put it out of its misery. And then I'm going to thump the frog and call it a night. Woo! That thing is just hanging by a whisker. I'm just beating the snot out of that thing. All right, let me zoom in a little so you can see the frog down there. There's the frog right there, and I'm trying to beat that target down right there. A couple more shots at the target, and then we'll beat up on the frog. Oh, I'm standing right in front of it. You can't see it. That's not a very good idea. All right, that should be better. Yep. Maybe the weather will get better in 6 weeks. Sometime I can do some of these live from my house. I got a special Easter Slingshot slow-mo coming out Saturday. Let's just say there's an Easter bunny involved. We hit him in slow motion, right in the noggin. And then I think next Tuesday, I got another slow-mo coming out, and it's one of my best ones. We got a glitter bomb and a water balloon, and it's awesome. You'll want to catch that one. Oh, I killed that frog. But you got to be subscribed to my channel to get the notifications. So if you haven't subscribed, please go do it. All right, let's hit that frog a couple of more times. Almost got him on the nose. Oh, I hit him right in the butt. Oh, I hit him square in the noggin that time. That frog is gone. If he was alive, he'd be frog legs on a plate. So anyway, gentlemen, I think we're going to call it a night. I've been at it for an hour and 40 minutes now. Appreciate all you guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go do it. If you're going to order some from simpleshot, use my link if you want to get into it. If you're new like Demon and some of the other folks that are interested in slingshots, if you check my channel, I have a whole playlist on slingshot basics that will talk about frames and pouches and anchors and aim and all that stuff and get you started on the right foot. So a lot of stuff I learned when I started from others, and I put it all together into a mashup. So appreciate you guys. Keep slinging. Till next time, we'll see you. Make sure you catch the Easter video coming out on Saturday. God bless, guys, and have a good one. We'll see you next time.